Hello, beautiful, gorgeous collective, any sign, whoever has stumbled on this video, thank you for joining the High Vibe Club. This is Jenny. I'm going to do something special for you, a reading, tarot and oracle messages. We are going to look at leaving toxic things and people in the past, cutting them off. Where are you now? What to expect? This reading actually is just before Mercury is starting, literally days. So as you know, during the Mercury retrograde, we have a lot of returns of past, reminiscing on the past, returns of past patterns, people, experiences. So I think it's going to be a very interesting reading. Let's cleanse the air and then we begin. I'm going to leave this reading as any sign collective timeless. I already told you the time frame. However, I would like us to really dive in deep. This video is going to be found by specific people and for specific reasons. You will let me know what they are all about. So let's just cut the deck. Actually, I did shuffle the deck before I started. As always, if you are returning to me, you know I always pre-shuffle the cards. What is the lingering energy? OMG. Two of Cups, the most lovey-dovey card. So, for some of you, it will be a relationship, a loved one. But let's just make it clear that Two of Cups, soulmate energy, it's not necessarily for intimate relationship. It can be family, friends, any strong bond, strong connection, soulmate connection can be connected to this card. This is in the lingering energy. We will now see what is happening here, what is coming, what's moving towards my gorgeous, beautiful collective, whoever is going to be drawn to this video. Cards want to talk to you. The Emperor. I mean, I even bent the card. Did you see that? I mean, not me, but it just came out with such a force. OMG. Like for the Emperor, exactly. Emperor, Emperor, Emperor. OMG. Okay, two scenarios. You're either dealing with somebody in this energy. The Emperor is on the top of the pyramid, embodying all the four kings. He is master, mentor, master, builder, master, judge. He is extremely resourceful, powerful, stable, secure, and confident. The only part of it, his shadow, which I particularly also do not like much, is his rigidity. He can be quite inflexible and can be his way or the highway. Also, he can be really an energy that almost speaks the same like the Hierophant. Structure, rules, obedience, following the rules, complying. Not necessarily, I'm just saying that it can be his rules, right? Not like the Hierophant structure organization per se, but his rules, his empire. So once you're in, it is very difficult to negotiate, renegotiate, or really do your thing freely much to speak. I mean, there are certain boundaries. So this is this energy. I feel more that this is an energy that you're dealing with or is coming towards you. But for some of you, it can be energy that is within you, embodying it. But as I said, I more feel that is someone else that you're dealing with. Also can be someone with an age difference with you, like an older person or an older soul. It can be the Emperor. Let's see in the obstacle. What is in the obstacle for you? Gorgeous, beautiful souls. Whoever is on a spiritual journey, on a transformational journey. Empaths, spiritual workers, awakening spiritual workers. I mean, as I said, I feel that there will be specific persons who are going to be drawn to this video and watching it. But as I said, I wanted to really dive into this topic. Toxicity, letting go of toxicity, aligning our vibrations with our higher self, letting go of toxic people. A very difficult battle, especially because if we are elevating our spirits, these battles are not easy ones, because they are usually connected with very, very close bonds, very, very big soulmates. Can be family members, best friends, or very close friends, loved ones, partners. I mean, in your obstacle, well, in the obstacle, Ace of Wands, passion, creativity, no spark. You felt like there is no spark, no passion, almost like creative blockages. What is in the outcome for the collective? And I'm reminding again, I wanted to check these energies just as we are starting the Mercury retrograde, which now is in Cancer season. So it's expected to be extremely strong, emotional, deep energies that are going to be swirling around. A lot of past returnings, exes maybe returnings, or patterns, or worries, or issues in our minds, in our emotions. Let's see here what is happening in the outcome. 4 cards literally flew out of the deck. You know, I always follow the universe, the universal guidance. I'm reading intuitively, so as always I do it. 6 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles. I'm going to show you the cards. 6 of Swords, of course. 6 of Swords speaks about the letting go of the past. I didn't even see the cards, and here we go. So, letting go of past people, persons, things, patterns. Can be our own ego, even patterns, our own old self that we want to let go. 4 of Swords, there has been or will be required. If it has been, it is still required. 4 of Swords is the meditation and rest of the mind and settling emotions card, so 4 of Swords. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles, which is equality, equal give and take, and the 5 of Swords. Okay. Intuitively, for some of you, as I said, you may be dealing with someone like the Emperor. I already explained what it is. It can be a family member, it can be a mentor, it can be somebody that is very, very close, very strong bond between the two of you, soulmate. We already saw the 2 of Cups in the lingering energy, soulmate. Could be an age difference, as I said. His status, the Emperor more or less in the 3D is on a higher status. With resources, materialistic I'm talking about, but not always necessarily. He is very strong personality, can be energetic level, very high level. So, there will be a conflict. There will be some conflict that you are needing to resolve. The conflict can be directly with this person, the Emperor, or can be an internal conflict. However, what you are going to be looking at is that you have to let go of the past persons, people, things, or your own patterns. This will require you to really rest and settle your emotions and your mind. You have to take this rest, and you have to even isolate yourself. The 4 of Swords, it's not the same like the Hermit in complete isolation to elevate and get the universal knowledge, but the 4 of Swords is very similar, that through our isolation we really are searching for the answers, and these answers we can discover when we settle our emotions and when we allow to, let's say, receive clarity through this calmness, silence. 6 of Pentacles is equal give and take. For some of you, I feel that there is issues here of equality, especially if you're dealing with an Emperor type of personality. As I said, he's very strong personality, sometimes very difficult to deal with, and can be even difficult directly to communicate, because he is on a high level and he is really looking at the big picture always, so he doesn't really like to engage much in details, even if these details are important for the other person. he might just be willing to kind of skip them like unimportant, even emotions, feelings, because he's again looking at the big picture. He's running the empire. However, of course, this can be quite heavy and tramping on your own rights, so to speak, on your own freedom, when you are not heard, when you are not seen, when you are not understood. For some of you, it can be, of course, work, or as I said, partnership, relationship, intimate, or within the family. Because we had the soulmate card, so it can really be a lot of scenarios. I'm just looking because intuitively it came another scenario that it might be only for some of you, but it might be that you have to really try to submerge conflicts, even if it's within you. Definitely not engage in conflicts. Even if you're feeling conflicted within you, try to move away from it through, again, meditation, resting your mind, allowing silence. Whether it's conflict within you or whether it's conflict with another person, the same advice. You have to make sure that you're releasing these vibes, conflict, arguments, even it can be, but anything that can create tension. As you know, maybe if you've been into tarot for some time, Five of Swords, besides conflict and disagreements, is a very strong card about winning at all costs, using even dirty games and strategies for the win, which usually costs you much more than the pleasure of winning. So I'm saying again, you're dealing with an emperor. The emperor is quite wise. He's not necessarily like a child wanting to win at all costs, but he is absolutely convinced that he is the most capable and knowledgeable. And if he's not connected, let's say, even at the specific time with his intuition, he can be quite egocentric. This is in his shadow. So for you, you have to really, again, let go of any patterns of yours, if you have such, or not even patterns, but definitely cut off any engagement in this kind of activities, arguing, fighting, using dirty strategies to win, or to, even if you know you're right, let's say, to prove your point. The universal guidance is that you have to let this go. You have to cut it off. Move to calmer shores. Definitely. Okay, we'll clarify. What's within you, please? OMG, yeah. 10 of Swords. Internal battle. Internal battle. You feel hurt. You feel betrayed, even it can be. In pain. This pain is not necessarily that something has been done to you. Something wrong has been done to you. Sometimes this pain is just an emotional pain that you have submerged yourself, almost like you're letting yourself drown in this pain, let's say. Definitely something triggered you. In most cases, it's that something wrong has been done to you or happened to you that has hurt you. And you're suffering, and usually the 10 of Swords also speaks about a prolonged period that you had to go through certain ordeal, and now you're at the end of this road, though, number 10. You will recover from that, you will start healing, but you're still in these vibes currently. Okay, let's see what's within the person or the situation you're dealing with. Please, universe, show us for all these gorgeous souls, collective, who are going to watch this video, need this video. Queen of Cups. This is now a beautiful energy. The most loving queen, even though she can be a little bit selective when to show the love. Sometimes she can step into her shadow if she feels, let's say, hurt or misunderstood, she can withdraw a little bit her emotions, like a bit more cold behavior. But in any case, she is nurturing and loving, caring, and definitely like a motherly figure. This is within the person you're dealing with or the situation, so this is very good. Whatever has happened there or whatever hurt you, there is a chance now to shift this around. And this is because the energies within the situation or within your person are totally different. They are away from conflict, they are away from this rigidness of the emperor. They are more caring, they are more feminine energies. Yeah, the emperor is very masculine energy, very strong, very strong. This is very feminine, nurturing, caring queen. So this is good up to now. I like that, I like that a lot. Let's see in the guidance. Wow, so many cards came. 2 up and 2 just flew away on the table. I'll take all 4 of them. The World, the Chariot, the Strength, and 5 of Wands. OMG, 3 major arcanas came together. By the way, Emperor is major arcana. And now we have 3 more major arcanas in the final guidance. The universe is absolutely adamant about the message that needs to deliver. 4 cards came together in the final guidance for you, and 3 of those are major arcanas. I'm going to decipher now. The World, closing the cycle and beginning a new one. Closing a cycle and beginning a new one. This should be your focus, whatever you have to do. And here in the outcome we saw what you have to stray away from. The Chariot, moving ahead now, progressing. Strength. By the way, the Chariot already speaks about a lot of strength and a lot of confidence and knowledge where you are going and what you are doing, and that you will be, and trusting that you will be victorious. This is the Chariot as an energy. And then we have the Strength, speaking about having this strength within. This again, confidence, self-confidence. In the original tarot, the Strength is depicted like a small cute girl, young woman girl, caressing a lion, and the lion submits. She is caressing this lion with a lot of love, nurture, inner confidence that she can handle the situation, connectedness with the universe, listening to the higher powers, that there is nothing to fear, no aggression whatsoever, gentleness and love and nurture. And this is how the beast submits. This is the Strength, which usually speaks that you do have the strength of spirit, of mind, of emotions, but you have to make sure that there is no force and no ego-centered attitude, because when we have the ego there driving us, we can start to control the situation of the person, which already is totally not what the Strength card speaks about. And then we have the 5 of Wands, which is another conflict card. The 5 of Wands is the milder conflict card, speaking about ego games, clashes, childish games. You know your story best, whether you had participation in whatever situation you're dealing with, or what you allowed to evolve from this issue. I mean, we have to put our input usually in whatever is happening, and if we don't like the outcome, we have to be clear and honest with ourselves how much we contributed. It can be only like 0.5%, but here it is, we did contribute, right? This 0.5%, but you know your story best. I'm reading intuitively, I'm just telling you how I'm picking it up. It's collective reading. I would like to be of help and service here for a lot of you. So these ego games, this ego-based, as I said, behavior, communication, thinking patterns, whatever it is, you have to let go of them. they are unnecessary, and this can be done again with your absolute self-confidence that you can handle everything in a different manner, in the best manner, without any force, without any aggression, without any hasty movements, decisions, speech, even communication. Gentle, nurturing, trust in yourself, calm. We already had the Four of Swords meditation card. Maybe you should maybe try to do some exercises if you're not doing breathing exercises, balancing ourselves, grounding ourselves in the nature, touching trees, ground. I've spoken in other videos about that. You can do a lot of things. Breathing exercises as well. 4, 7, 8, absolutely amazing breathing technique. You can only do it if you haven't done it at all. First time for 4 repeats. That takes literally less than half a minute. I mean, I haven't really checked exactly, but it's really very short time and it's easy to do. I'm doing it for minimum 10 to 20, usually 20, but let's say if I'm falling asleep, I like to do it in the night before sleeping. Then I will do it a bit less if I'm just, you know, relaxing myself. But 4, 7, 8. 4 counts inhale, 7 hold, 8 exhale. Make sure that you're exhaling till you reach the number 8. At the beginning it might feel a little bit weird, even like I at the beginning was feeling like my heart starts racing a bit faster, so I was wondering what's going on. I'm trying to calm myself, but I'm doing the opposite. But actually no, very interestingly, as soon as I finish how many repeats I wanted to do, suddenly everything is like woof, washes off me, and I feel very relaxed, like almost like in a sleepy state, like falling asleep or relaxed, as I said. So beautiful, very easy exercise. Try it. So this is your final guidance. Gorgeous. Now we are going to clarify here what's happening. What's this Emperor doing here for my collective? What is this Emperor doing here? 4 of Cups. Disappointment. Yeah. He's coming forward because there has been disappointment, and I believe that both of you most probably is still in this idle energy, not happy with what's happening, with what happened, with what's now. And I believe that the Emperor is going to try to resolve this issue. Let me get one more clarifier here, please, to make sure that there is no other scenarios. What else you want to tell us here, universe, please? Ace of Swords, what did I tell you? Breakthrough and clarity. First of all, swords, aces especially, communication. I already told you, he's moving towards you with some clarity and breakthrough. Maybe he himself had better clarity about everything, understanding, or maybe clarity how to address everything. But he's coming with clarity. He, she, there is no gender in the tarot, by the way, please. So he, she, the Emperor energy is coming towards you with a lot of clarity, breakthrough, and wants to communicate and wants to clarify everything, and definitely wants to move away from that idle, disappointed, stuck onto the past energy, sad energy. The 4 of Cups is literally someone unwilling to deal with anyone or anything because he, she is still reminiscing on to what failed in the past, and the heart is closed, like he, she is not ready to accept anything. Lack of absolute excitement, and we already had the Ace of Wands within the blockages. Lack of creativity, lack of excitement, lack of zest for life, even just not feeling it, not happy, disappointed. Let's clarify this obstacle here, please, universe. Let's see what is happening here for my collective. Gorgeous, beautiful collective, any sign. Thank you so much, whoever has returned from the bottom of my heart. It's my honor. Whoever has stumbled for first time, I am very happy to have you. Please do not forget to like and subscribe so we can grow this channel much faster. I'm a Leo, not liking slow things. Even though we are doing fantastic job. Thank you so much for joining, for liking, subscribing, sending me absolutely beautiful, interesting as well, deep comments, sharing experiences. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. It's very brave as well to do that in the open space. But I'm really honored to be here, to be of help for you and to connect with you. I am connecting only with the right souls. This is what I've manifested even before I started the channel, and this is what's happening and what will be happening. So I'm very happy to have you, as I said. Thank you. 8 of Cups clarifies your obstacle, letting go of the past. Whatever is not serving anymore, you have to let it go now. Whatever you've been holding on, and you know your story best, whether that's a scenario, whether that's a story, whether that's a pattern, whether it's something that you experienced, a thing, a person, or something, it is not anymore part of your current life, of your present life that should be. And I believe that this energy has been weighing very heavy on you, very heavy. We already had the 10 of Swords, even though happy to see the 10 of Swords. That speaks about the end of that ordeal. But a second card about letting go of the past and moving forward. To calmer shores or to newer shores, whatever you have to do. Even if it's to do with your own patterns, right? It can be about your own patterns, letting go of something, acknowledging something, and just releasing it so you can start feeling and living and doing everything in a much more satisfying way, right? Making yourself happy. That's the most important thing, that what we have to do here all the time. I know it's not that easy, yeah? In the 3D everything is not that easy, but 5 of Pentacles clarifying your outcome. Yes, you're still in this, I know, I believe so. Or both of you, it can be with this Emperor. Also, 5 of Pentacles is a very lonely card. Maybe you fell out with this person, you've been in no communication maybe even, or left, blocked. But definitely 5 of Pentacles is a very lonely card, casted out, misunderstood, feeling on your own, alone. Sometimes the 5 of Pentacles at losses as well. It can mean literal materialistic losses or energetic losses. It's also a very heavy card. We have a lot of 5s. I'm just realizing here, let me check now. Well, not a lot, but yeah, well, we had, yeah, 3 5s. Please check what 555 is. Angel number 555. 2 aces here. We have 2 4s. But yeah, 3 5s. 2 6s. A lot of repeating numbers, like mirroring. For some of you, it could have been that whoever you were dealing with, you were in a mirroring energy. Clashing. So, definitely you have to let go now. Even if it speaks about this energies, heavy feelings of abandonment. 5 of Pentacles also, by the way, speaks about abandonment wounds. And we already had this heavy emotional card. This is a very heavy card about emotional turmoil. Of course, it can be very much connected with wounds that are unhealed from childhood or even from past lives that we are not aware fully of. That is the tricky part. So, we had the 4 of Swords, which is the meditation card. It speaks about healing as well, a lot. And I'm seeing here a lot of conflict, a lot of hurt. It can be for some of you abandonment issues. Something was triggered, or you experienced something that was not easy to deal with. You're at the end of it now, and you have to make the final steps to close the chapter. We already had the World in the final guidance, a very clear card with the Chariot speaking about progress ahead and letting now everything in the past. I mean, whatever was there, it's done and dusted, and you're moving forward head on. And the World closing that cycle with the strength, with self-confidence, and definitely away from ego games, childish games, ego-centered, even can be patterns, people, situations. Maybe it's not you that you've been participating with your own input into that, but maybe you've been in a situation of this sort. And here the way I'm feeling it intuitively is that you have to cut it off. You have to remove yourself from there. You know your story best. Now I just want to share something, by the way, because I have been dealing with specific heavy on toxicity situations, people, environments in my life, and I've done a lot of work, and I know sometimes it's not easy, especially if we're talking about close ones, soulmates, family, work, which, by the way, I do have all of these that I've dealt with. But if we are talking about work, for example, I just want to give you this example, even though the soulmates within family is not also easy at all, that's can be even heavier. But when we're speaking about work, of course, that is related to our finances, materialistic security. It's not sometimes that easy to cut off someone or to remove ourselves, right? So you can still do it. You don't have to show or speak it, because you can trigger people, right? The low vibrational people, they will sense that, and unfortunately some of the souls are not even realizing they're in low vibrations, and they haven't started any work, so to speak. And even if they have started some work, sometimes certain patterns and behaviors, they are not realized as low vibrational. So we're speaking that you still have to find a way to cooperate with these people, because you're at work, right? You have to finish something, tasks, you have to achieve something, you have duties, obligations. So you don't have to show it much or speak it, right? If you internally make this decision and energetically remove yourself, i.e. you stop really thinking about certain issues, of course, as much as you can, stop participating in certain conversations or dramas. But what I'm saying is that you can kind of do it strategically clandestine. You just do it mentally, emotionally, and energetically, and to be honest, it works like miracle, because at one point you will start almost like shifting everything around you. Literally, people will not be approaching you with certain issues, things will not be happening to you around you, so you can trigger these same dramas or issues or conversations. And even if you do experience some of them, if you continuously stay on that level that you are not entertaining low vibrations, and energetically you are blocking them, and mentally and emotionally, they will kind of bounce off. I have experienced it. I don't know if it's going to work for all of you, but I'm just giving you an example of what I've been through and how I've handled it. And trust me, where I am is one of a kind place. There is a lot of tears and a lot of laughter. It's almost like a theater. This is how it is. And so yeah, but this is from my experience. This is what I started doing, especially when I really started working seriously on raising my vibrations, or rather not raising but realigning. This is the more correct word. And when I started doing that really consciously, like work every day, that I'm doing this and I'm not doing that, so I know what has to happen now. Yeah, it wasn't easy at the beginning, but believe it or not, once I started following this pattern that I am in higher vibrations and I am not tolerating the lower vibrations, everything started shifting. And from time to time there will be pulls and there will be tests. People will be testing you. A lot of them wouldn't realize what they're doing. You know, it's just their ego, they're projecting their shadow. But if you just continue doing it, even if you slip up to be triggered, let's say, but you kind of let it only for a second, minute, or whatever, very short while, everything just snaps back into how it is for you energetically, and in the 3D how everything goes. Trust me, try it out if that's at work. Now we can speak a lot about these issues because so many different scenarios, especially when it comes to loved ones, family members, partners, OMG, can be really complicated. But anyways, let's continue. Sorry for my rambling, I just wanted to share that. Let's see here, what is this 10 of Swords? I already, how many cards came? The cards just want to talk to you, OMG, and the cards are so strong tonight, they're so clear, I'm just blown away. I got chills, I'm literally I cannot even speak. Look what came. The cards, you see me shuffling and the 2 cards fell on the table. I could not take them. We have 3 10s. Please check. The first number that I just was stunned here that I'm seeing is 555, and this is 10 10 10. OMG, you're definitely at the end of that road. But here we go. 10 of Cups and the 10 of Wands is clarifying your 10 of Swords. You gorgeous, beautiful collective. This emotional turmoil, burdens, pain, betrayal, whatever you had to deal with, can be even internal battles, struggles, conflicts, wounds, abandonment wounds, shadow projections. You could have maybe gone through a little bit of a dark night of the soul, maybe not a little bit, but because I don't have many other cards that speak about that, so I cannot just make up stories, but I'm just mentioning it because I know how it can be and feel. So very heavy. 10 of Wands is the heaviest card about burdens, and burdens that you carry on your own. That's why the 10 of Wands can be connected with shadow work and dark night of the soul, because we have to do it on our own. Even if you share what you're going through, how you feel with others, even if they are really willing to understand, you know deep down there that they cannot understand. Nobody can understand, and this is for each and every person. We have to be realistic about that. This is my opinion. So heavy burden, heavy on your heart, heavy, and I feel even long time. You know your story best. 10 of Cups is your most happily ever after, very lovey-dovey card, union. You've been suffering about this. Again, it can be a family member, this soulmate, that you had clashes, disagreement, conflicts, whatever happened there. Abandonment even can be. Can be a family member, can be a loved one, intimate partner, can be a best friend, very strong soulmate. You know your story best, but definitely this was heavy on you, very heavy. I'm very happy though that we are seeing all these 10s end of that road. Again, reminding, check 555 and 10 absolutely amazing reading. Let's see here within the situation, Queen of Cups. OMG, I'm getting chills again. So many major arcanas. Another major arcana, the Tower. Something is happening out of the blue. By the way, now we had the Ace of Swords here with the Emperor, that I told you, breakthrough and clarity, but Ace of Swords is a very sudden card as well, right? It's the aha moment card. This card, of course, it can come through, it can come all of a sudden because let's say this person has been trying to figure it out. I'm not saying without any attempts, but the card itself speaks about an aha moment, like the story of Newton and the apple falling on his head from the tree, right? To resolve the formula that he was working on. So the Tower moment, something is going to hit like a lightning. The Tower is a good tower. I like this tower in this specific reading. It clarifies your Queen of Cups, the most loving queen. Either somebody is going to be washed down almost like with love and nurture and understanding, or something else is going to trigger the situation of this person, or something else is going to happen to demolish everything that is unstable now so you can rebuild with this person or for yourself, whatever your story is. But the Tower is a very strong card, and I like it because the Tower is a massive shocking change, because something that is not working for you anymore has to go now. Let's clarify your final guidance, even though I had 4 cards very clear, but I'll get one more final clarify and then I'll pull you an oracle message. I'm very curious about this reading. I cannot wait to see what the reaction will be. I hope more and a lot of people will watch it. I believe that this story, whatever here is coming out, is very deep and very important, and the messages and the guidance that came is crucial for some of you, crucial at this moment. King of Pentacles, OMG, the most beautiful king when we're talking about stability, security, financial security, prosperity, groundedness, care. Beautiful king, the best investor in the tarot. He's clarifying all of the guidance that we already spoke about. So the final guidance from the universe is be grounded, stable, invest wisely, energies or resources, whatever you're doing, with a lot of self-confidence, understanding, and care. The King of Pentacles is very stable because he cares about everything. He is also a very good mentor, by the way, like a father figure, as is the Emperor. Again, no genders in the tarot. Can be she, he, doesn't matter. But we have masculine and feminine energies. I'm just looking here. We have one feminine, which is the Queen of Cups, and we have the 2 masculine energies. Yes, but beautiful. I like the King of Pentacles a lot. Very stable. And when we're talking about the long-term commitments and building, achieving something, whether it's a relationship, whether it's connections, whether it's financial, anything, career, love, this is a beautiful card because it's for the long term. It's very rich, it's very abundant, it's very wise, it's very intelligent, and it's very structured. He doesn't run around, the King of Pentacles, and just do this, do that. He's really focused on what he wants to achieve. He knows exactly what to do, how to do it, where to invest, where not to invest, and he's not investing just, so to speak, to invest. He invests only where he wants a specific result, and he invests if he's sure that this specific result will yield this specific outcome. This investment is going to yield this specific outcome. He's very, very structured, like the Emperor, For some of you, I want to just mention it. If you've fallen out with someone, this Emperor, or you had difficulties to cooperate or to understand or to be together or whatever your story is, now having the King of Pentacles, and again I'm explaining about the structure and the stability and the way he operates, is very similar like the Emperor. Of course, he's below the Emperor, but it's very similar way. So maybe for some of you, you have to also have this clarity now. You have to understand maybe and let go of old patterns. Yeah, being conflicted or maybe even not willing to accept. But this is how this energy, the Emperor and the King of Pentacles, is operating, and it's a good energy because for the long run, for the long-term success, it's the best energy. But it's very structured. It's very wise and very calculated and powerful. For example, the King of Pentacles, I already explained how the Emperor operates, but the King of Pentacles, it's not that he can be rigid, like the Emperor can be a little bit rigid, as I said. But again, if you come to the King of Pentacles and let's say you want to become his partner, to invest, or asking him to invest into something, he's not just going quickly to tell you, even if he is absolutely liking you, adoring you, loving you, respecting you, thinking that it's fantastic. He's not going to jump on it immediately and pat you on the shoulders and let's say, oh yeah, let's do it. He doesn't operate like that. He's very structured, he's very focused on the end goal. He might take his time, he will do the investigation, he might even test even the person that is offering him something, and then he will make these decisions. He's not operating from passion. He is of course there is passion, he's connected with the heart, that's why he's very successful, but he doesn't operate in this manner, in this kind of theatrics. He's very stable and almost like a mundane, boring kind of way he's building everything. But that's why he's building very big enterprises. As I said, he's very close to the Emperor energy, almost on par with him. So beautiful, very interesting reading, OMG, and very long one. I hope that you liked it. Let me pull you one oracle message, please. Beautiful, gorgeous souls, I hope this is of help and service for you. What's here? What brings me joy? From my She Is oracle. This card is about everyday little things that give the body a moment of warmth. Joy isn't always loud, it lives in the details. What did I feel today that made me smile? What little things give me a sense of living warmth? We already had the card speaking about now I want to get you one yoga oracle here for you. Yoga oracle, we had here a lot of exhaustion from you, and we had the meditation card. Let me pull you one yoga oracle message. Flying pigeon pose, soar beyond limits, I am light and limitless. We already had the strength card. I explained you what the strength is, and the strength is speaking about lightness. Light, beautiful, caressing touch, no force. Trust your intuition as well, but also your inner confidence, your inner strength that you can handle everything without forcing, controlling, running around, rushing, right? So beautiful, gorgeous people, you can pause after and read yourself. I'm going to leave you here. I'm waiting for your input, comment, message me, let me see what's happening, and join the club. Love you so much. Peace in the mind, love in the heart, balance in all you do. Sending you, I forgot, blessings, healing energy with my Labradorite. Please accept. Here we go. I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.